G'day everyone, Granitor here once again with another wrist tournament battle, and today I'm up against Chikifco, who's got Listani and I've got Slukids. We had a swap round, so the dice rolled for a swap in the wrist tournament, so I get his build he made, which is the Slukids, and he gets my Listani build I made. So I'll read out what I've got here. I've got the Medine Cav, two of them, the Gamer Cav, another Gamer Cav, and then I've got the Medine on the right flank here, and two Skirmish Cav, and then four Thorax Swordsmen, three Syrian Heavy Archers, Persian Hoplite on each flank, and I've got my General, the Royal Peltast. And for my Lustani build that he's got, he's got the Lustani Spearman, four of these Veteran Shield Warriors out front, another Lustani Spearman, three Lustani Nobles, three of these Skitari Cav, then he's got four Iberian Slingers, and he's got a couple of Guerrillas as well, Guerrilla Spearmen and a Guerrilla Swordsman. So, right, press play and get this underway. So it's going to be hard for me. This is not the type of build I usually bring. Usually like something exactly like the Lustani with a lot more troops in it. Not as much Cavs, but these Gamer Cav are very strong. All depends how I use them, and I'm not the best using Cav. So we spot one of the Guerrilla Swordsmen, Guerrilla Warrior here over here. The Medine Cav I was thinking about going in, but he brings over support pretty quick, so I opt out of that decision. So I'm just going to put some pressure over here. I know my only hope is to isolate things and try and beat them. These Lustani Warriors, Nobles, sorry, three of them would absolutely slaughter my Thorax Swordsman in about 10 seconds, and then he's got the Veteran Shields out here as well, so four of them would kill me with Thorax Swordsman. So I know I've got a skirmish with my Syrian Heavy Archers and get as many shots off on the Nobles as I can, and then the Persian Hoplites are just used for a holding force. So I decided to go in here with me Medine for a good charge. End up wrecking them Guerrilla Warriors pretty good, but I've got to get out of there. A couple precursor for me troubles, kills about 6 men, but I'm looking at coming and putting pressure on this flank. Another nice charge in the Lustani Spearmen. I was going to go in the back of them, but I've seen this blinking here, so I thought I'd better go the Guerrilla Warriors and try and get them off the field with another rear charge here. Should pull these out as quick as possible, but I left them in there a little bit too long. I'll pull them out now, actually with not too many losses, so that was good. So I'll alternate the charges here and get rid of these Guerrilla Warriors as quick as possible, and they're gone now. So that's worked out well for me for 3 kills they got. I have to take this fight here with the Gamers onto the Skitari. I'm just pulling back the main line. I don't want to engage yet. I want to do a bit more skirmishing. So you can see here the Gamers tanking it out against the Skitari. So I opt to go for the skirmish over here with my Medines, but he's going to catch me, so I take the attack order onto the Skitari Cav. So I'm starting to isolate a little bit now, so I've got to pull this Gamer out because it's going to get swamped. And he's losing a lot of men doing that, so still got 100 kills, but just like losing men real quick, so got to get him out of there. So I got a bit messed up here and was microing elsewhere, and didn't quite get me dudes moved back properly. Getting a few good shots in on the Veteran Shield Warriors, but my Syrian Heavy Archers got caught. Got these Gamer Cav into the Veteran Shield Warriors. But once again, I'm going to leave them in there a bit too long. These Gamers going pretty good against the Skitari, but I've lost a few too many in there. But I'm starting to isolate now. I'll pull my Syrian Heavies out, keep that Thorax in. So this is exactly what I wanted, was to be able to isolate and get the rear charges, even though that Thorax Swordsman is doing great. Now I'm going to use my General Royal Peltast to get a few shots on the side of this Veteran Shields. Going to lock the rest of this infantry and cav up with my Persian hoplites, and then pull back the Agimas. This thorax isn't going too well. Veteran Shield's doing a good job there of killing them. But now I can get some rear charges in here, and while I'm shooting with my Royal Peltast to weaken them, the rear charge won't take that long to rout that unit. So coming in, good precursor there on the cav. I want to get rid of all of his cav, so my skirmisher cav can have a good go of letting a few missiles off. This veteran shield warrior's done well. Got rid of a thorax. This veteran shield come through my Persian hoplites, but it was a bit of an accident, I'd say. So I come in with the Agimas again to get a nice rear. I don't know if it was rear charge. I think it might have been on the veteran shields, and that wrecks them. So Lusitani nobles. Going to tank it out against Persian hoplites. I'm getting some good shots in here with my skirmish cav. So I got rid of another veteran shield there. Over here, trying to pull out my Agima, but he doesn't get out in time. He ends up dying at Agima. So I've got my Persian hoplites in against the Lusitani spearmen. We'll see how that goes. Just bringing in the Lusitani spearmen on this flank, and these the Iberian slingers have got some good shots on my skirmish cav and actually routed them. So wasn't happy about that. This Agima cav's doing well. I'm getting a rear charge on the veteran shields here. Trying to keep my general alive if I can. So I still have these 3 nobles, which were the main killing force, alive to handle. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just trying to, at the moment, get rid of all the rest and then take care of them at the end. Still got all his skirmish, which I really need to get rid of. So I need to keep this Agima cav alive and ticking. Still 48 left in the unit. Now I'm going to use these Syrian heavy archers to get some good fire onto these nobles, and we'll see how they go there. So they're killing them at a pretty good rate, but they're a bit spread out, so the a lot of the shots are missing. I do need to get rid of them nobles there and use the Syrian archers as good as possible. So I'm drawing them away with the thorax, I'm getting some good shots. It is ticking them down quite quick. So I use the Agima cav to come in for a charge on the Lusitani nobles. Now I need to use my skirmish cav to get rid of his skirmish. So I'm going to bring that in and try and do that. So the Agima cav I'm going to leave in here a bit too long again. I should have pulled it out by now. Getting some good shots off with these Syrian heavy archers. These ones too are doing great work. Got a lot of kills. So I get rid of his skirmish with these skirmish cav over here. And these ones here. Going to grab hold of that. But he still does have some cav over here, the Scutari cav. My gamers didn't pull out of that fight quick enough, so they lost a lot of men. And they're not happy about that. You can see now I'm getting the thorax in. Just a blocking force so I can get some more shots off with my Syrian heavy archers. He comes in with the cav to try and nullify this skirmish of mine. I've still got the Agimas to block him here, which I'm going to use a couple of shots too. And the Agima's going to come in now and finish them off, which is exactly what I wanted. So now I can get some clean shots off on the Lusitani nobles without having to worry about this Scutari. There's only one left, but he'll rout in a minute. Trying to get rid of the skirmish, but they're doing a good job of killing my skirmish cav and holding out there. These nobles are about to bite the dust for 205 kills. His general's got 89 kills, this one's got 56, so I've done my job of stalling these nobles. But I am losing quite a few troops, and this noble's going to be quite a handful to deal with. My general, just keeping him out of the fight, saving him till last. These Syrian heavy archers have done a lot of work, so soon they'll be out of ammo. Trying to chase off his skirmish here. The Iberian slingers. They're getting some good rear shots in. I need to get rid of them using his thorax because I haven't got any cav left. I've got this one here, the Agema, but he's all but gone. I'm going to try and use him to chase it off. So these are Syrian heavy archers, 158 kills, 91. And these ones have got 106. They've done their job well. But you can see my troops, my thorax are starting to feel the brunt of the nobles and starting to go down quite quickly there. 108 kills for this Persian hoplite. It's done very well. He's still got all his skirmish as well, which is something I really needed to get rid of. So this thorax is running away scared from 48 Listani nobles because they are powerful. And he goes on my skirmish, it's out of ammo. So I'm in a little bit of a dilemma now because I've only got my general against a lot of skirmish. This Agema Cav didn't make it over here, he got shot. So left that skirmish intact over there. Going to try and get a rear charge in here with my general. I know the Royal Peltasts are strong. So I get a good rear charge in, and it's going to hurt them nobles. And my thorax also giving up the fight here. So I'm going to use my Syrian heavy archers to try and get into his slingers. He does a good move in blocking them with the Lusitani spearmen. His general's nearly dead. I've got these Persian hoplites and the rest of these thorax. I really need to get him out of the way. These Persian hoplites aren't going to do too much killing. Do more dying than they will killing. But yeah, they tend to kill a couple anyway, so that's good. Finished off that noble over there. Now I've got my Syrian heavy archers chasing off his skirmish, which is exactly what I need. And if I can use my heavy archers to get rid of his Iberian slingers, that'd be great. You see two of them wavering there, and this one here can get rid of that Iberian slinger good. So it's starting to look pretty good for me. If it all goes to plan, I can get rid of most of his stuff here. But he's still got 64 men left in his general unit. General's still alive. Comes in with the Lusitani spearmen for rear charge on the Persian hoplites, and they're not going to like that at all and start wavering. So I really needed his general to die there. And can't blame these Persian hoplites, they've done their job. 129 kills. They had enough. So they're going to run away now. So I've got my general, depleted thorax swordsman, a couple of these Syrian heavy archers. Did 260 kills for this Syrian archer, so he's done very well. That's exactly what I wanted. Wanted him to get heavy kills in this battle against the nobles, and if I can use them to chase off this skirmish, it'd be a lot better for me. My general, the Royal Peltast, for sure can take out this Lusitani spearman, but the general and the Lusitani spearman together can do quite a fair bit of damage to my general. So he's only lost one man. So I've kept him in reserve quite well. So this Iberian slinger's getting chased down by our Syrian heavy archers. Very tired. Iberian slingers are still fresh, so they'll get away quite easily there. So I'll just give it a little fast forward through this initial phase of the running down the rest of his troops. But we'll get in here with the Syrian archers against his Iberians. Syrian heavy archers are very exhausted. Iberians are a little bit active, so they're pretty good. I think they might even win this in the end. They're confident. Unit winning slightly, so may be able to get them down. But as you can see, his general's going to start coming in now to lend a hand here, because he knows as long as he's got his Iberian slingers, he can pose a big threat to my troops. He can get rid of this thorax swordsman quite quickly with a few shots, and then concentrate on my general while I'm engaged with his. So I'm going to try and bring this Syrian heavy archer in to block him, but he's going to end up getting a rear charge in, which my Syrian heavy archer will not like at all. He tries to block me with this Lusitani spearman, but this Royal Peltast is a very strong unit, so it's going to do some great damage to that Lusitani spearman in a short amount of time. You can see my general unit. It's losing a couple, but he's definitely getting the best of that Lusitani spearman. So they're going to break soon, so that'll mean he'll have the Iberian slingers and his general left, and then you can see here my general's doing some great work, and I've still got used the whip, which will make him fresh, so if I can get that into play, it'll be great. So come in now for his general. This is going to be a good fight. Lusitani nobles 56 left. And my general unit has 138, so we'll be doing some good killing there. Some good one-on-one competition there. His generals are going to end up giving up soon. He's hit headhunt, which is going to keep him into the fight for a lot longer, but just getting overwhelmed at this stage. My Royal Peltast is already up to 220 kills, quick as buggery. So, and you can see he's just got his Iberian slingers left. He can always get some good shots off, so I've got to be very careful. End up putting my Syrian heavy archers into him here, 40 against 57. And then I need to get these thorax swordsman and my Royal Peltast in here quick as lightning. So the Iberian slingers doing a good job against my Syrian heavy archers. Doing a great job actually, so they're going to survive with 51 left. So it's coming down to the wire. We'll fast forward here, so he's going to do a little bit of running away, and I'm going to do a bit of chasing. So I really need to keep the pressure on him. You can't even let him get one shot off. But he ends up forming up here somewhere, I think, and getting a shot off on my thorax, which is exactly what I didn't want. So this battle coming right down to the wire. Even though these Iberian slingers are very depleted, they still pose a bit of a threat to me. So he's going to end up getting some good shots off here on my thorax. He's going to kill a fair few of them. They do have some good shield blocking chance there. So I come in with my general, use the whip, and use the whip's going to make him fresh again. And that's going to be the end of him, because even though he's a little bit tired, these Royal Peltast are very fresh, and they'll catch up to him pretty easy. Use the whip is a great skill, but once it wears off, they go back tired again. But I think I've closed the distance here and got into him quite good. So that's the end of that battle. Very good battle, Chikifco. It was a good one to play. I had to watch me P's and Q's in this one, that's for sure, because I was up against the wall, him having the Lusitani nobles. And as you can see, that's what done most of his killing. I isolated these veteran shield warriors, so that was good for me. And the Scutari spearmen, excuse the kids in the background, and Iberian slingers, they done well. For me, my Syrian heavy archers done very well, and my Persian hoplites and my thorax swordsman done a great job. My general done good. So thank you very much for the game, Chikifco, and that's 2 wins, 1 loss for me in the risk tournament, and we'll see how it goes from here on. Thank you very much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.